My name is Amy Coppinger. I'm the Manager of Public Programs and Partnerships at the Aquarium.
My name is John McCord. I'm an education specialist at the Aquarium.
We were so excited just that we got to go. It was a fun thing to do a little bit of the planning. To be able to assist us in the post-trip kit that we're preparing, we assigned a certain level of projects that teachers would complete while they were going, so that at the end, our culmination, tying all the loose ends together, would be really easy. So we spent some time and effort into determining what we wanted our goals to be out of the trip and finding ways that we could make it easier for the teachers to help us achieve those goals. We had really high expectations for everyone that we brought on this trip. Knowing that we were going to be on board with them for 9 days, we wanted to get a good group of people that we could tolerate.
Plus, we wanted them to have the same type of mission or goal for this trip, to be committed to putting together this activity kit, which is kind of the purpose of this trip for us.
Yeah, and being highly motivated people who would be willing to spend, a week of their lives in this awesome place, but then also be willing to do what they needed to do to make the job work out for us with our post-trip plans.
One of the great things about this grant was the fact that that there wasn't really any expectations on Boeing's end of the trip. They just wanted the teachers to go down, have a good time, learn as much as they can. But I think the Aquarium and Boeing and all the teachers involved in this are a part of a much bigger thing, a much bigger goal by putting together the teacher kit so we can actually show Boeing what we got out of this, how it's going to affect the teachers in their classroom, and how this teacher kit can help to increase the span of a trip like this.
And that we would all come back in one piece.
Yeah.
A little tanner, smiles on our faces.
And some great stories.
There are 3 islands that make up San Benito. Shortly after landing on the westernmost island, we came across a bull male elephant seal and his harem just as a rogue male came to the shore to challenge him. They're called elephant seals because of the long nose on the male. There are 3 main differences between seals and sea lions. Sea lions have an ear flap where seals only have an ear hole. Seals' front flippers are smaller than sea lions' flippers, and seals' hind legs go straight out behind it, whereas sea lions' legs go out to the side. Bull male elephant seals can reach a length of 14 to 16 feet and weight of 5,500 pounds. They spend up to 80% of their life in the ocean, and they can hold their breath for more than an hour and a half while they search for food in the deep dives. Their food mostly consists of squid and a variety of fish. Their ears evolved to allow them to better hear underwater. Also, it allows the pressure in their ear to be adjusted while these seals perform their deep dives. Here they are posturing as a symbol of strength. Sadly, their lifespan is only 9 to 14 years.
That's brutal, man.
Bull male elephant seals have a long nose, which they put into their mouth and they use to resonate this guttural sound in both battle as well as in mating. Males fighting for dominance and breeding rights seldom kill each other, but they do hurt each other during the combat. In the end, the challenger has to retreat and is chased all the way out of the bay past the breakwater. The females are much smaller than the males, at 10 feet in length and only at 1,500 pounds. Females usually give birth every year to one baby after an 11-month gestation period, and then they nurse their baby for about 28 days then wean the baby off of their milk. Elephant seal milk is about 50% milk fat, whereas whole milk that we drink is under 5%. This mother is weaning her baby, and baby is not very happy about it. Baby elephant seals weigh about 70 to 80 pounds when they're born. Most of the barrier islands off the coast of Baja Peninsula were formed by either volcanic action, plate tectonics, or a combination of the two. So many of the islands have extinct volcanoes or hills that rise up several hundred feet. We hiked to the top of San Benito and ate our lunch by the island's Lighthouse. After lunch, we hiked down the hill to a different beach. When we first got to the beach, we saw a bull male who has some kind of an eye problem, whose eye was watering, possibly glaucoma. Then we came upon another bull male and his harem. Here it was very easy to see the difference in size between the female and the bull male. On the way back to where we were going to pick up the boat, we saw an osprey sitting in her nest. Here is a list of all of the species that we saw that day. That evening, we had presentations by Christy Boudry, Marjetta Gerling, and Tom Lewis.
We had a school-wide ocean week where we invited the parents to come in one night for a family math and science night, and we did math and science activities related to the ocean. And they brought the classrooms working on oceanography projects, and they brought them in to the family math and science night. And actually, a lot of parents came, so it was really a wonderful opportunity. My journal entry relates to I was in San Ignacio Lagoon, and I was really excited because I saw a gray whale. It was gigantic, and I wanted to know how long a gray whale was. So I thought I should find out some more about mammal measurement. Well, I knew that my students would have no idea what 50 feet was. None. So I got a 100-foot rope, and I broke, which I brought with me today. And I actually had pictures of each of the ocean mammals that I used with information cards. It was really powerful at the end because they saw how long the rope was and how long the 100 feet was. So it's a really good tool for measurement.
Gray whales are mammals. They're gray with white patches. Sometimes they have yellow and orange barnacles and parasites around their blowholes. They have no dorsal or back fin. Instead, they have a low hump and a series of 6 to 12 knuckles along the back. Unlike other baleen whales, though, gray whales are special because they're bottom feeders. They take their long, pointy snout, scoop down, rustle everything up off the bottom, and then sift through the murky waters to get their food. Gray whales have one of the largest migrations of any mammal. During the summer, the main population lives in the Arctic waters. They do most of their feeding for the whole year in the food-rich waters of the Bering Sea. As the water turns colder in the fall, they migrate south to Baja. So the rules are this. There's one person at your team who's going to be the player. And we'll have the person who's in. Each team is going to have a sound. You're going to be the yo's. Yo, let me hear you. Yo! Okay, you're going to be the eeks. Eeks. Oh, eek. Come on. Eek. Okay, you guys are going to be hey. Hey! And you guys are going to be boo. Okay, so boo player.
There are lots and lots of whales outside the entrance to the lagoon. So while we're going through the lagoon, because it's a series of sandbars, we have waves and breakers on both sides of the boat. You're about to enter very special places on this planet. Very few people get the opportunity to go to this place. So we'll spend all day the next 3 days whale watching. You will have the opportunity to go out to Sand Island, which I would recommend that you do, and walk on what is as close to a pristine beach as you're going to find it. At some point during the next 3 days, for one trip without a camera. You get wonderful pictures when you've got the camera plastered to your face, but you really can't see what's going on. You really can't see when a mother goes down underneath, lifts her baby up, and you watch that baby's eye move from person to person on the pond. When you have a camera plastered to your face, you can't see that. And when you're watching it, you see that baby recognize individuals, not just look at a boat. It's wonderful. In my opinion, it's the eighth wonder of the world.